go. Did the weatherman get the memo? Did he? Anyway, yeah, so we're just through the first couple of days of Slurry, and it's been a fairly damp start, not gonna lie. Could have been a lot better, but they're getting on not too bad. They're quite smart whenever they don't have a camera in their face. But anyway, yeah, so it has been actually going not too bad, all things considered, with the weather. The ban lifted on Wednesday, so it probably was the wettest night in the history of, I don't know, but yeah, the rain beat off the side of the house all Tuesday night and into Wednesday, and it made things very, very, very difficult on Wednesday to get going. But thankfully, it hasn't stopped them as such. It's just meant that ground is definitely a lot. Well, it definitely didn't need the extra spell of rain that it got, that's for sure. But yeah. The joys. I'm not a fan of Slurry, as you can probably tell. So this is Craig. Craig, he's had his own pipeline now for a good couple of years. Craig would be one of our first pipe men out of the yard whenever there's Slurry to go. So he's the one that got the new hydraulic double bar there just last week. It was lunchtime now, but weather-wise we definitely could have had a slightly nicer start to things. All that rain definitely did not help the situation, but yeah, you just have to run with it. Hi, tea time. Oh, see, that's why I'm here today.
Oh, Craig. What are you? What are you cycling?
I think it's fucking great.
Nice job to tea. Craig made us tea here in his oven, or as kettles.
That was right, Craig.
Great.
Nice mugs. Nice mugs.
So yes, Slurry had a very damp start, probably a bit damper than what we would have liked, but listen, there's not a lot that you can do. It's like the rain that we had on Tuesday night and Wednesday was awful, but that being said, we've still managed to get away with 3 pipelines every day, so it's been busy. You know, it's good to get all the wheels turning. So yeah, they're just up here. This is Craig's outfit. So he's working with a trailer. There's 4 tankers carting to him today, just for Grove Dairies, and getting on really well. They've been up here nearly, well, every day since the ban's lifted. So yeah, they're all in good form. Everything seems to be going good. Craig's well happy there with his new dribble bar, so as you can see there, like the flow and stuff coming out of it's really good. That's what you want. You don't want to see any pipes blocked or anything like that. So yeah, so far so good. I suppose, like from our perspective, you know, whenever you see a lot of rain, you know, we don't just look at the forecast for today. We have to look at the forecast for tomorrow and every day after that, because if there is a lot of rain that is going to be forecasted, it affects, obviously, you need a bit of drift and a bit of soakage to come into the soil, so the slurry can get into the soil. So yeah, as I said to you before, the start of slurry is always a case of getting tanks dropped enough that people are comfortable again. You know, we're not setting foot into anybody's yard to just empty. You know, you need to get them comfortable and give them another couple of weeks till, well, ground sort of catches up. And that's kind of where we're all at so far. Like, I mean, everybody has been flat out this week. The phones have been ringing. Everybody has got, now there has been a few places that things just haven't maybe went to plan. Ground has just been too wet, so we've just had to pull out and kind of go on to the next person. Oh, I just had to get back in the car because it is, yeah, not too nice out there. But yeah, so listen, it's good to get back at it. It's good to get everybody back out again. All of our men who were, you know, off or whatever for the winter are all back. Darren should be back now next week, and it is all systems go from here on in. There's no let up. Yeah, so Darren should be back now at the start of next week, and yep, so that's all systems go from now on. I do have to admit now, I said it before, very envious of all them boys that live over at the other side of the country, because their ground looks an awful lot better than what some of ours does at the minute. But hopefully things will get better shortly. Just on that, actually, thank you very much to everybody who got in touch about nurse tanks, or were sending new adverts and stuff. We've been looking at them all and been in touch with a few. So yes, great job. We've actually got a couple of possibilities in the pipeline now, so it's just a case now of kind of having a bit of time to do something about it, I suppose. So Adam and Johnny actually drive pipelines themselves, so they have been flat out this week between getting stuff ready Monday and Tuesday, and then actually going Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and today. They've been very busy, so yeah, hopefully we'll get a chance to get something done about it in the near future, very near future, fingers crossed. But no, thank you very much, we really do appreciate everybody taking the time to get in touch. So I suppose this weather is just kind of the downside to calendar farming, as it is called in this country. So like the ban came in the middle of October, so you had half of October, the full months of November, December and January. So there's 3.5 months where farmers have been collecting slurry with nowhere to go with it. So this time of year can be quite stressful. It's not the first time that we've had a phone call on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day to say that someone's tanks are starting to, you know, come over the slats. It's difficult to manage. There's no getting away from it. Like, slurry is one of those things that, you know, you can't do anything with it. You just have to go either to another tank or to the field with it. So as I say, the first couple of weeks of slurry season for us is solely spent just getting people comfortable enough to let their ground get into shape that we can kind of just go all guns blazing at it. So yeah, after all that rain this week, it definitely didn't create ideal ground conditions. But you have to be very mindful, and you have to be, you know, you can't just go and spread slurry anywhere. If you're not from farming circles and you're not overly familiar with just how the whole situation works. So this time of year is probably peak season for the regulatory bodies who sort of I suppose keep an eye on this. But basically, whenever you have a lot of rain after you spread slurry on ground, you can get a lot of runoff. A lot of runoff that leads into streams, rivers, or if you're from County Antrim, shucks, which is what I was always brought up with saying that they were. And obviously that can create big problems further on downstream. So you have to be smart about it. You know, you no matter how under pressure you are, you know, you have to abide by the guidelines. And this is why I suppose I kind of get quite wound up about, you know, calendar farming and about, you know, just the way that everything is in Northern Ireland, because there probably was a good, you know, couple of days throughout that close period where we could have been out spreading slurry that would have helped some of our customers, but obviously you can't because of what the guidelines say, and it is very frustrating. And you know, it's very frustrating that a lot of society out there doesn't actually understand the pressures and understand the red tape that like farmers have to toe the line too. So slurry this week has been a mixture of tankers only. There has been a lot of direct pumping, so Adam and Johnny spent the most of this week doing the direct pumping, so that's them in the pipeline, and then they have a tractor sitting on a pump at the yard, and they've just rolled out the pipe. They're all our tractors and pipelines are all leaving the yard every day with a minimum of anywhere between about 1,600 to 1,800 metres of pipe, which can be increased depending on where they're going and what sort of job that they're doing. And then, as you've seen then today, that we've got the nurse tank out with the tankers ferrying. So this is the far away stuff here for this client. So it takes every bit of it and more. So it does. So. Load after load after load. What's wrong, Alex? Where are you going? What are you brushing for? Oh, he's got the hat off and everything. How long are you going? How are you getting on? What are you doing? You working hard today?
I'm always working hard.
Glad to get back at it. Good.
Show me, really.
Oh, I know you alright. Yes, so they are flat to mat here. All in good form and all glad to get back at it. So there's the big tanker there. Alex is pulling her in behind the 265, so deadly right whenever you meet on the road. You sort of forget whenever you don't, you're not seeing them moving all the time, like just kind of how nice this is. But hey, listen, it's not for everybody, but our blood is red through and through, as you do know already. I got a Snapchat yesterday, and no word of a lie, it rocked me to my core. Never slept a wink last night or nothing. We're gonna find out now why. Sturdy. What did you send me yesterday on the Snapchat?
That machine over there. Blue car.
Alright, come on, let's go. Is that your dream woman? Oh. She is nice now, to be fair.
That's some tractor.
Alright, so the rest of us blood is pure red, but Sturdy's is blue. Oh, I don't know. What would you do with them? What would you do with them? He's got the boiler sitting all on him. Wild man. Oh. But anyway, right? That'll do us for today. As you can see, this is a bad hair day. You're saying, when have you ever had a good hair day? But it's particularly bad today. I will try my best to make a bit more of an effort to get out and see a couple of other double bars next week for you. Hopefully the weather is a bit more pleasant than what we're experiencing at the minute. But yeah, listen here, it's February. What do you do? Like, it is February, so. Max, you going home? I want to go home and watch the rugby. Ireland's playing Wales today, so big match. We have to get home. We're cutting our fine. You coming? Just had a standoff trying to get him out of the tractor. Not impressed at all. But anyway, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, everything else. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for all the help on the nurse tank situation. And I'll chat to you again next week. Alright.